Alright, so the other night I bought another trailer. This is a 7 by 16 foot SureTrack 14,000 pound dump trailer. The other night I got home at about midnight with it, so I didn't record anything. Again, it's probably around 10 o'clock now, and I'm just getting to recording something. But can't really see a whole lot because it's dark. It's a little beat. Still fully functioning, just a little beat up. So like up here, the excavation company that owned it, you can see that they used to pick it up with their excavator and slide it around the job site. But mechanically, it's all good. The hoist mechanism, the scissor lift, the pump, all that's good. The brakes are all good. It's got brand new tires. So it's basically the cosmetic and rust prevention that I got to take care of. Like in here, wicked useful, handy storage box under the bed, but it's got all scaling rust in there. This toolbox where the pump and battery are, they clearly jackknifed it a couple times. Probably just backing up because it's not high speed impacts, but this is all crumpled in. The other side's crumpled in. This lid doesn't open or close. It stays there. So I'm most likely going to end up replacing that box. Then the one spot where they did jackknife it pretty hard, they dented the box beam. It doesn't puncture through. If I really think I have to, I might just get a piece of steel and patch over it. I don't know if it's really necessary though, because like I said, it's just a dent, it's not a puncture through. They cobbled the electrical multiple times, so I got a new wiring harness going in with a junction box. The power cords and everything in here are kind of cobbled as well. The onboard charger, where is that? That's not even hooked up to anything anymore. So I'm going to figure out how to hook that up, get something for that so it has a trickle charger whenever I plug it into the house. I'm also going to set up a solar charger so it trickle charges on its own, just off the sun. Then on the underside, it's got surface rust everywhere. None of this is scaling rust, it's just surface rust. So we are going to go through and wire brush it all, maybe flap disc sand it all, paint it all, and I'll be good. Up here, like where the fenders are, I'm not going to replace the fenders, but I'm going to pound these in so they don't catch stuff and cut people, and kind of straighten out these bends. On the main box up here, it's still structurally sound, it's just all bent up. I still might take a sledgehammer to it and try and even it out a little more. Down here, can't really see it. One, it's dumped and filled with stuff, but there's the bracket right here that your ramps hook into so they don't slide off. Right now it's full of stuff, but those are all mangled and beat up, so I'm probably going to first I'm going to pound them in straight and flat, see if that holds, and if that doesn't hold, I'll cut them off and make a new bracket system that's going to hold. Inside's got a little wear and tear. You can't see too well, again because it's dark, but the bed is the floor of the bed, I should say, is a little dented in. Like I said, it was an excavation company. They used and abused it. Sorry, it's dark. Going around. Here's the other side. Again, can't really see a whole lot. This fender's in much better shape. Got some flake and paint. But again, this is just surface rust here. It's not actually scaling. Everything else is in pretty good shape. But I think I got a bargain. I would love to buy a brand new trailer, but right now they are just out of the price range. Just out of the price range. Simply too expensive. Alright, so next video or next clip of this is going to be during the daytime. Maybe I'll just go over a couple little things so you can see some stuff in the daytime. And then I'm probably just going to set up a time lapse of, I'm going to have my guy be sanding this tomorrow in the daylight. He's going to wire wheel it and sand it. So, yeah. Alrighty. Alright, here's a little bit better of a look in the daylight. Right now it's got some mulch in there that I'm going to take out, but if you look at the bed, it's got some denting, not too bad. Then if you look down the side, again, it's dented up a little. I might pound it in with a sledgehammer. We'll see. But still structurally fine. This stake pocket's all warped or bent up. So that I'm going to try and straighten out. Over here. Like this is where they grabbed it. All these scrape marks are where they grabbed it with an excavator thumb and just picked the whole thing up and moved it. Same with like a dent on the inside here is where the inside hit it too hard. Over here, same thing. Alright, gonna set up a time lapse. Have the guys sand it. Gonna work on the underside first. All right, so he spent a couple hours going through with the wire wheel, getting all the loose flaky paint and the loose surface rust off and everything. I'm gonna start needing to use this actually immediately tomorrow. So we only got half the underside of the bed and a couple of random things like the sleeve of the piston. But I need to get some primer on this. This whole thing's gonna be done kind of in stages because I'm going to need to use this trailer on and off while I'm redoing it. So I'm going to spray some primer on now. I might work on the ramp brackets that hold the ramps in place when you drive up after I get the primer on, obviously. Alright, so I think I had a problem with the siphon on the gun. I just unclogged it. Let's see if it's straight anytime. Looks like it. Bottom one's tighter. It just spins it. Oh, gonna need a new bolt. It's alright, I got it off though. Probably should have used new bolts anyways. Perfect. Alright, quick trip to the store, got a couple new bolts. Let's get this on. Okay. That rope's going to be right in the way, and it's already frayed. It's not actually supposed to be there anyways. Not frayed quite enough. Gonna have to get a knife. What? What's all done? I don't know. No, that could be it. A rock in the way. Oh, there's a magnet. Weird. There we go. I don't know, are you supposed to do lock washer, regular washer, or are you supposed to just do lock washer? there's that. Now once it sits on the truck, that will be a lot higher off the ground. I did go to the lowest setting because right now this is ever so slightly going uphill. It's got to go down just a little to sit on the ball, and then the squat of the truck. That'll be good. And like I said, the other truck has an adjustable hitch, so it can do whatever. Next step is gonna work on redoing this whole plug. Previous owners, yeah. I don't know what they did here. Not at all. But I got a whole new assembly. Alright, so this kit I buy seems like every time comes with something different. It's got a little mount for the plug so it doesn't drag on the ground or sit on the ground when you have it parked. This time it comes with a breakaway, which is nice because I actually need a breakaway. And then this is the main reason why I buy it. This whole hose, or not hose, this whole cord, it's a 7-pig connector, but it comes with this junction box. And let's open this up. The reason I like this junction box is I'm not putting wire to wire, I'm putting a wire to a stud. And it's enclosed and accessible. So right there, there's all the wires mounted right to studs. I like that. And they're even color coded. Alright, let's get putting this in. I gotta get the other one out first. Alright, so I'm taking all these off the block because I want to feed the cord through the frame. And obviously this junction box won't feed through the frame. But yet again, this is just another reason why I like this junction box. I can take these off and not worry about the location because they're all color coded. Got this one. Alright, so now what I can do is I'll be able to tie this or tape this to the one that's in the frame, and then I'll be able to pull it through the frame. No, I'm not going to bother taking that off. That'll pass right through. Maybe I shouldn't have slid it like I did. There it goes. This is what I'm talking about. Oh no, can't see. Always working in the dark. Let's get the light. So the wire has to go through that hole. It runs down this frame, down through over, and it comes out through, where's the light there? It comes out through that hole. And then this is the weird junction and everything they did. So I'm going to be putting the junction box probably right along this area. That way it's easily accessible. This is definitely a different angle, but it's all I can get and I need the light. I just taped these together, so I had wrapped tape all around both of these. I pulled it through the frame. I tried recording it, but didn't realize it was way too dark for it. Now I'm just getting the last of the tape off. And gonna disconnect over here. So this is the new wires, this cord. These are, this right here is the old wire that went through to the tongue. And this is the main wire right here, main wire to the trailer. Definitely looks like they made some stuff disappear over the age. Don't know what. Well, I do know some. They disconnected the trickle charger, probably because they had issues. Oops. They sure were very extra with the electric tape. I really just want to cut all this off, but I need to keep as much length as possible. They used heat shrink fittings on some of them. They didn't even shrink them. Alright, looks like I'm getting the last of the tape finally. You can see what's going on, hopefully. There's this wire that is supposed to go to the emergency breakaway. That's been completely cut through, so we're gonna have to run a new one of those. There's this brown wire that's completely disconnected. A red wire that's not even in the harness anywhere. This red wire that goes to the truck but not to the harness. But that is a lighter gauge. Not lighter gauge. Lighter strand. So this is a 7-strand. This must be a 6-strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-strand. Okay. Yeah. Let's cut out the old harness completely. There. 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 And here. This one. I'm not going to be able to save this, I know that. I don't want to save it either. I don't want to have issues 6 months from now and not know what they are. But, cut there. Okay, so on the truck, no, this isn't, this is the truck, sorry. This one over here is the truck. On the trailer, we have yellow, brown, blue, green, and white. Off my memory, blue is brakes, green is one directional, yellow is another directional. I think. I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, Gonna have to figure that out. I know I'm gonna have to take power from the auxiliary on this, and that's gonna run to the battery for a battery tender, a trickle charger battery tender. Then I'm also gonna have to run power from this to the breakaway. Yeah, the breakaway and the battery, because the breakaway has to be charged by the battery. So they completely eliminated their battery breakaway system. That's what this is. Or that's what I should say the wire that went across here is. Alright. I'm going to figure out some wiring and get back to this. Alright, so last night it just got too dark out and I wasn't able to record stuff. But I ended up finishing the wiring. So I got the plug wire going through here. That goes to the truck. I have the new breakaway. That again goes to the truck. I have those wires that wrap around to the inside of the frame, run across and down the frame. There's a junction in here because some of the wires need to go into the box. Other wires go into the back of the junction box over there. Let's see if we can reach under without lifting the body up. Kind of can see it in there. But that's where the junction box is. Alright. Got everything hooked up. This is also the first time I've put the Bobcat in it. Perfect. Ready to work today.